Hello.
I'm Holly.
And I'm Jolly.
Have a holly jolly Christmas is the best time of the year. Hello.
Hi. So for the remainder of this video, I will be referred to as Jolly. So
I love Jolly. And Holly.
Right? What?
'Tis the season. Oh! I love Holly Jolly. Because I am. I'm Holly Jolly.
Yeah. I know. But now I know what to look for. I want one of those.
I know. This was last year. I got lucky. I got super lucky.
Oh, it's really sweet.
I just happened in at TJ Maxx when they had some of these, and I was like, oh, that is made for me.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Tubular.
I'm going to a friend's birthday party tonight, and it's at like an 80s themed bar that we have in Cedar Falls, and it's and so it's all like rock and roll decor and stuff, but it's 80s. So we were looking up 80s slang terms. It's pretty fun. Takes us back.
It's gonna be gnarly.
Totally tubular, man.
We've had so much fun. Just out of control, but definitely takes me back. Like
Right?
that's the surprising thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, this all sounds right to me.
Yeah. Said all of these things.
Oh my goodness.
Part of the vocabulary. So, hello. We are Holly and
Jolly.
Jolly over here.
Last video and next video, I'm Anita, but we'll just go with Jolly.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
Uh-huh.
And this is Shine.sparkle.stitch, and we are a channel about cross stitch.
And today is Friday, December 8th, 2023.
Yep. 23. Ooh,
It's dwindling.
so exciting. I love this time of year, though.
I do too. So much. I love it so much.
If anything, I was going to talk about the snow. We don't have any snow.
Well, yeah. We have had just a dabble, but...
Hoping for some before...
I know. Christmas. If I could order it up, it would just be during Christmas and New Year's.
And then go away.
And then bye-bye. Yeah, it never works out that way. Yeah, and we've been really fortunate to not have bitter temperatures yet, really. In fact, today, was it in the 50s today?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
It's going to plummet tomorrow. Yeah, it's been. But tomorrow it's going to dip.
So, okay, so life updates.
Yeah, hit it.
Oh, wow. As many of you know, I had gone back to work as a guest teacher, a long-term sub position at my old school, my old grade, and that is over now. So, yeah, it's bittersweet. It was an incredible group of students, and I think about them every day, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
So, but I was going to say a really cute idea was we got a card in the mail to the family of, and it basically says
To the family of Anita Schaub.
of me, right?
Yeah.
To the family of, and
Yeah.
not to me, to
Yeah.
the family of. And it says, we're so incredibly thankful to have her back. And the kids had an amazing start to the year, all because of her. Just had really, really positive things, but also acknowledging, the sacrifices and the commitment on the part of my family as well. Thanking, and it thanks them. The card talks about appreciating them for their support. And I thought that was incredible.
Yeah.
What an incredible idea. So, but that, that ended. Whew, I'm a little teary here, sorry. But, And then we were supposed to spend Thanksgiving at my daughter's house. It's her first year in her new home. And her whole family came down with the crud. And so my husband and I just quickly changed plans and went and spent time in Indiana and Illinois with family over Thanksgiving. And things are, getting into the new groove.
Of being back home again. I've totally missed her on my days off. I was like, shoot, when is this over?
Yeah.
So I'm happy on my end.
Well,
Selfishly.
and I was missing my grandson. I was missing him. I just, it's a big commitment. And when I did come home, I'd be exhausted. I would just sometimes nap for 2 hours because it takes a lot of energy to keep up with 24, 7, and 8-year-olds. You don't realize it until you're in it. It's all good. It's all good. So
it takes a lot of energy for me to keep up with 26-year-olds. All these young pups that I work with at the hospital. It takes a lot of energy to keep up with them.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in awe of what they do. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
So, so we're just heading into the holidays. We're in the process of going through and purging a lot of our holiday decorations and ornaments, things we've been dragging around all over the country for over 30 years. Things that just don't have any meaning to us, or things that we know that the kids won't appreciate at a future date. And so that's been it's taken a lot of extra time getting Christmas put up, but it also feels really good to do it. So
yeah, it's totally motivating me to do the same. Start going through stuff and just letting some things go.
What's really nice is our main tree is our memory tree. So everything that we own is up there, and it can be like name tags from things and just everything. Just throw it up there. And so my husband and I are going through items one by one and talking about them. Like, is there a memory? Is there a story attached? And so that's been a lot of fun. That has
cool.
been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've got ours is a memory tree too, which I love. That's just where my heart is. And so, you can pull out like, oh look, this was the ornament that I got from my Secret Santa at work when I was pregnant with Will, and this is we have a cute little it's plastic. This cute little plastic cottage has Dairy Queen. on the like, it's supposed to be like a little Dairy Queen cottage that we got one year early in being married. We went to visit Craig's grandma for Thanksgiving and stopped at Dairy Queen. We would always do that on our way. And they had those little plastic ornaments. And so I hang that on the tree and remember that trip every time. It's just fun. Yeah. There's a sweet little, it's like a little plastic snowman kaleidoscope thing that you look through that our nephew, who is 26, he too, 26 years old. Amazing? When he was like 2 or 3, like he wanted to wrap everything and put it under the tree. And at Grandma Lucy's and Papa Earl's house, he wrapped that little snowman and gave it to us for Christmas one year. I tuck it in my tree every year. It just makes me so happy because it makes me think of his tiny little self, who's now all grown up and married. And it's sweet.
So I'm just doing the holiday thing and enjoying family and friends, and that's my update.
That's a wonderful update.
It's a good one.
It is.
And do you have any more to
add? Back to working regular hours of the hospital, my 3 10-hour days, and every other Saturday for 4 hours. And it's going great. We kind of had a big turnover when I was gone. So I came back and was like, oh my goodness, what happened? Because we had a lot of staff turnover and just some changes that happened, but it's been really good. Like it's it's a much more positive environment on our floor, and so I'm really encouraged by that. And yeah, just
And I know they changed your days because I had to put it in my phone.
yes, which days I work. The days that I do work has changed.
Yeah.
My coworker asked if we could swap some days around. So yes, I am now off on Tuesday. I always have to think about it because it was Mondays and Thursdays for such a long time that I was off, but now it's Tuesdays and Fridays. So yeah, so it's good. It's going great, and our family's good, and yeah, everything's well. I've been stitching like a crazy person.
And
I'm loving it.
I haven't, but I have gotten some
Expected.
done. So yeah, so we'll jump into it.
Yeah.
All right. Finishes. Okay.
I have finishes,
I've got one.
which is very exciting.
Right?
It is.
Well,
I love it.
it's the second piece of my coffee wall series. So
It is so much let me just say, it's so much prettier in person than the
It's
picture from the
surprising.
magazine. I love it.
it is surprising. It was surprising.
Yeah.
So it's Ye Olde Coffee House by Little House Needleworks, and I got it from a magazine from June 2004. That's the part I tore out, and then
It's so
this is
cute.
it.
I love it. It's such a sweet little stitch.
Little. I'm so bad at judging.
Just darling.
But here was the learning curve for me. So that whole movement of just fudge it and move on.
Whole movement. That's like a daily mantra for me. Fudge it and move on.
I can't even tell you. I had done a mistake, and I should have just ripped out those 24 little crosses. Like, there's maybe 24. I'm like, no, I can do this. I'm gonna just fudge it and move on. I'm just gonna keep on going. Never again.
I can't even tell. I wouldn't have even known.
Oh, because there was a lot of charting and recharting, and I had graph paper involved. It took so much time.
Oh.
Like, had I just ripped out the stitches to begin with. But
Well, it turned out beautiful.
it turned out good.
I
But
love it.
no, I just applaud everyone who has that creativity and that ability to just say, "Oh, I'm off 4 stitches here. Well, I'll make it up over there," or whatever. Because it was just, my mistake was right here, and basically I was graphing and recharting. Like, well, it changed this whole side, and then it changed the width. And then, so all the way to about, I don't know, where the words start, had to be completely recharted. Yeah, it was, a learning moment for me. So,
Count twice, stitch once.
I might just start counting 3 times. Make sure this doesn't happen again. Oh, it was a learning curve for me, and I applaud everyone who can do that. I am seriously in awe, but
It took some of the joy out of it for you.
it took. Yeah, I think it did. It took me a lot longer in the long run to get it finished than had I just corrected my mistake to begin with. But it's done, and
Yeah.
I like how it turned out.
Yeah. Me too.
So, but you have finishes.
I do. But I have to, I'm going to rewind for just a second in the life update region. I just want to go back there and comment on how adorable your hair is. Because since we last taped, you've had a little cut. And it's cute. She goes to my guy now. My guy Travis, he's
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
He's so good.
Well, he asked me probably 3 to 5 times now, are you sure you want to do this? Like, this is short. The photos you're showing me are short. I'm like, yes. So then he picks out a color and he says, oh, this color will blend in quite well with your gray. And I said, okay, that sounds good. Compliment or cover up? I'm not sure, but like, I like it.
Yeah,
But
I think it's beautiful.
it's fine.
I really like it.
But anyway, so
I just can't cover it anymore because it's so overtaking my head. So I'm embracing the blonde and I like it.
I'm embracing the brown.
I've always been brown and it's beautiful. I kind of miss my dark hair, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good. But anyway, very pretty.
So anyway, yeah, just that one little finish for me.
Oh, I have 3 since I last saw you. I'm so excited. So, when we last visited, I was doing some fall stitching. I'd started a Satsuma fall piece, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what happened. All of a sudden, I was like, I just want to stitch Christmas. And so I've been in full on stitching Christmas mode for quite some time now. But you know what? I came across this old whip that I'd forgotten about.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, this is ridiculous. I need to finish this. It's so beautiful. And I love how it turned out. This is
one of our first.
yeah, it was an early piece.
It was one of our first stitches, and it was a sale that was going on.
Yeah, and we got it online. The pattern was, so I don't have like a cover to show you because we bought it as an online digital pattern. Cottage Garden Samplings. It's called Peace on Earth.
It's been years.
Oh yeah,
It's 4 or 5 years.
right.
Look at that.
Oh gosh, I'm not holding this very well because you can't hear.
And it's on 32 count.
32 count.
Because that's what we did then.
Stormy Night.
Yep.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of
That's
32.
A lot.
Stormy Night. And yeah.
And I love how it came out.
Isn't it pretty?
This is a pattern that definitely benefited from 2 threads over 2
2 over 2.
on 32 count.
Yeah.
Because the depth of the color is just spectacular.
Totally. I just really love it. I made a little...
Totally.
Totally. No. I'm reverting back. Lord help us all. I get going on those sayings and whew, yeah, I'm going to be saying that for a while now. Darn it. We should not have gone. We should not have gone back to the internet to look up these sayings. Cool beans, man.
Gnarly.
Oh, shoot.
Gosh.
Anywho, so there it is. I did change the color on the red poinsettia. I can't remember which color. I think it was the deep. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember, but I changed a little something on there and I like how it looks.
Mine is still a whip and I have no idea where it is. So that's where mine sits.
And I added a snowflake over here because otherwise that space was just empty and I thought it just needed a flake. So I added one.
And my stuff is in a double wide closet, so the fact that I don't know where it is kind of is a little concerning.
It's a curious thing.
There.
It's there.
I
It's
just have to find
somewhere.
it.
You will. You will.
Mm-hmm.
Then I decided to move on to Wee Santa. This is by Heart and Hand, and yeah, totally in love with him. I love everything about this pattern, which I've said a million times, I know. He is stinking adorable.
It is one of my favorite recent releases.
Yeah, for real. Isn't he just the cutest? I love him.
He's
so sweet.
well, and the colors of the Quakers,
Right?
the
Those
poinsettias,
poinsettias.
are just amazing.
So cool. Yep. Okay, so to be honest, I put the beads on there. There's beads on there. Can you kind of see them? I'm not really sure I understand why. Like, they're just kind of scattered about. Like it was, you know, like
Oh,
a person could easily not add the beads and it would be lovely. Like,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm just not sure that it's really necessary. You know, after the fact, you look at it and you're just like, okay, it just doesn't really add that much. It's not a big deal.
Oh,
But
he is awesome though.
totally in love with him.
Totally.
And then I'm like, well, let's just keep going. So, hello. Okay, I don't know if I showed this to you last time. I'm not sure if I had this yet last time. I don't know. But I got this.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, seriously, those reindeer are the bee's knees.
Oh, gosh. Jaunty.
They are. They're just strutting their stuff.
They've got attitude.
They've got their rosy cheeks.
Their heads are held up high. Like, I don't know.
Their
attitude.
Fantastic. I just love them. And so then I had to stitch the Santa. I love this. This one's probably my favorite of the three. Oops, sorry. This is on Picture This Plus Heartland 36 count. And for the snow, I chose the white étoile, DMC étoile, because it sparkles.
So it does have a little sparkle to
yeah.
it. Oh, it's so sweet.
I wanted it to sparkle. So there it is in all its beautiful glory. So I just need to finish that. And the neat thing with this pattern is that it came with these wooden ornaments, which were also, these wooden ornaments have been all season at Hobby Lobby in a pack of 6 for ridiculously cheap. And Brenda tells you how to finish them, what paint to use and all that. So I have the paint, I have those
ready to go.
Ornaments. I just need to do some finishing. So
It's such talent.
She is amazing. She's
You
amazing.
look at this and go, where would you even come up with this idea?
Well, she's been posting deer videos like all the time in her backyard. She's got a ton of deer.
What's the one
she's
that
watching
she did? Minty, the one where...
The Snow Magical?
No, Minty, the one where Santa is standing on the deer with the tree.
Yes.
Super adorable. Same concept with the deer and the Santa. And
yeah.
Really good.
So cute. I know, we love Brenda. She's amazeballs. So those are my 3 finishes.
I'm hoping next time we tape that I'll have some finishes because I'm rolling now, ish. I've actually only started stitching maybe a week ago again.
Well,
like really.
Because when you went back into that environment of teaching, then you remember like, oh, here we go. It's intense. And
it's intense.
It's exhausting and intense, and you just don't have time for stitching. So.
Or the brain space or the,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
I'm
glad you're back.
We do have whips.
Oh, yeah. I've got one.
A minute. Oh.
One amazing whip.
She didn't even tell me about it.
Which is also a start.
I have a surprise for you. I'm like, what? So then she shares a photo. I'm like, oh. So then the next time I talk to her, I'm like, so is it done? And she's like, what? And I'm like, the house. And she's like, no. And I'm like, I thought we had an agreement. We were both like stitching swaths. But you have joined the Cheetah Club.
No, she keeps saying that. No, I am still a sloth. I really am. But oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun stitching this one. It is fun. Like I get excited. I can't wait to pick it up again.
I think she changed to the other team.
It's
okay.
No,
That's
I'm
fine.
forever a sloth.
That's fine.
Although I have been doing the sewing method and I love how much speedier it is.
There we go.
Except I don't know if I do it weird. Like I see people going like side to side, when they do the sewing method, like they're like going like they're going side to side. I'm going up and down. So I don't know. I think their side to side works better if you're starting from the left and moving, or no, if you're starting from the right and moving to the left, then I think it works better.
If
You'd have to do
if
it.
you're
And if you're
stitching
doing
columns instead of rows.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I just feel comfortable going up and down, so that's what I do.
All right, we do have some whips.
We do.
To share.
But I've only got my one, but I've already shared. I just shared my finishes.
It's significant.
I know, but let's see yours.
It is significant.
Let's see yours first.
Okay, so
these are so cute.
My coffee bar collection. So this one took a long time and it's not even done.
It's cool.
So it's Ink Circles Coffee Time.
How cool is that?
And then I changed out Morning Glory 3807 to a blue. But I think the blue that I picked is still a little bit, has a periwinkle
I
tone
like
to
it.
But these were really purple.
Oh.
And I changed it out to blue.
You picked a good color.
It's a medium blue. So that's where I'm at. I just have the word coffee to do.
So cute.
So, and it was fun. It's been a fun. I'm surprised at how small. I'm such a bad judge of sizes, but I'm super surprised how tiny these are. And how much time they've taken. And the other thing I've noticed too is that I don't skip around. I don't do like one color and do the whole thing. Like I don't do all the grays and then all the oranges. I basically go motif by motif. Mm-hmm. And I don't have an issue changing threads out on my needle. And so I don't know. I go by motif to motif. Mm-hmm. And I recognized that when I was working on this one. This is Starbarks, again, for the coffee wall. And that's them. I don't have any pets. But
you used to.
I did. But it wasn't one of these either.
No.
But you know what? It's still super cool.
Yeah.
And he is stinking adorable. They're so adorable.
So cute.
Look at, and so that's where I'm at. It's showing up is it? It kind of looks dark.
Yeah.
Is it dark? No.
It's a dark brown. The
fabric too,
back.
maybe?
Oh.
Anyway, so that's where we're at. And I'm stitching this on 40 count fresco by Picture This Plus.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do the cup next. And again, I noticed that I'm pretty much doing motif one at a time. I'm not skipping around too much. So
that's funny because I thought that was a seraphim. I did not realize that was a PTP color.
Mm-mm. Yep.
Who knew? I like fresco.
Right? It
Great
kind
color.
of reminds me of is it like the Lakeside Vintage navy bean?
Kinda. Yeah, there's
At
some
least
of
my pieces.
Yeah, there's parts of it, that look navy beanish.
Mm-hmm. This piece.
Uh-huh.
I'm not speaking for all of them, but my piece seems to be a little bit vintage navy bean. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Uh-huh.
And that's it. That's all I've been working on.
Me? I just
Be prepared.
It's not that amazing. I just got, well, okay. Talking about Brenda and how amazing she is. Her new pattern, The Light of Winter.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. We were trying to figure it out earlier. I'm so in love with that piece. Mm-hmm. So in love with it. But I'm like, you know what? I can't get that piece and start working on it until I finish Winter Rose Manor because, hello, I've had that forever and I haven't even started it yet. And then I thought, well, no time like the present.
And we had it kitted.
Yeah.
It was fully
It was
kitted.
ready to roll. It was
Yeah.
ready to roll. So,
Fabric and
okay,
everything.
well, this is the cover, the way that it's, but there's the actual piece, what it looks like when it's done. This is so much fun to stitch. Mm-hmm. The colors are gorgeous.
Perfect.
I changed a couple colors though.
Because of the fabric?
No.
Or?
Because one of the colors called for is cayenne, but it's not Weeks cayenne, which I love. It's like Classic Colorworks cayenne or something, and it's rust. and the rust didn't work. And then mulberry, we've talked about this years ago. Like, it always looks dead. Like, it's just a dead color. And I couldn't handle it. So I didn't want mulberry and I didn't want cayenne. So in place of those, I am using country redwood. I think that's a Gentle Art. Country redwood. And then I'm using brick. From Weeks.
Okay.
Weeks brick.
Yeah.
It calls for used brick of Weeks, so I'm using Weeks brick and used brick. Ta-da! Look it. I'm so excited. Isn't it beautiful?
I love the border.
Isn't it? It's fabulous. It's really fun. There's just so much beauty and fun here to stitch. It's really a blast. So I'm really thrilled with my progress to have finished those and started this and gotten this far since we last spoke. I'm really happy about it.
I love that the border changes because I know in my whip pile, I've got some projects that I started the border and just said, okay, another day. Because when you've done like 7 flowers and you've got a couple hundred more to go.
Right.
Or that's how it feels to me.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm only this far. I've got 3.5 more sides to do. It's hard for me.
It gets old.
And I know some people just find it very relaxing, you know, that, and I can see that.
Right.
But that's not what happens for me.
Right.
And so this is perfect.
Right.
Because at the point that I'd be like, okay, I'm over it. Boom. It's
Starting something else.
Yep. I love that.
And to help myself with that, because I have that same issue where it's really hard to do an entire border and then start filling in. So I've embraced like starting the border and then being like, you know, oh, maybe I get to here and go, okay, I want to work on something else now. So then I could start the medallion right here. And then like trying to balance it out with some inside, some outside, some inside, some outside. So kind of dancing around a little bit to help with that. Because otherwise, it gets really... And I don't want to get bored with it and just toss it aside. I want to keep going because I really want to finish this. And there are mistakes in here. I'm just going to say. There are. I didn't pay attention in the gate. There's one side is supposed to be a little different than the other. And I stitched it the same on both sides because there's a page break. And I just assumed that it was going to be the same. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. It looks pretty. I'm just like, whatever. I'm embracing it. Because who wants to go back and fix all that? I just don't. I just don't.
It appears jolly.
Jolly over here.
She'll go back.
She'll go back. I was not willing, which often happens. Like, I'm like, oh, no. Nope, not willing. Keep moving on, moving forward.
Oh, my goodness.
So, that's where I am. It's where the progress that I've made. I love it. It's super fun. So, if you haven't picked this up yet,
it's pretty fabric.
Do it. Too. This is Seraphim. It is 36 count, I believe. Yes, 36 count chai by Seraphim.
And
so it's
she has enough to do the
in the light of winter or whatever
sampler on the same fabric.
Should be able to.
Wow.
Fit them both. So
I'm totally impressed.
Oh, well, thank you. And it's kind of, this chai kind of has a pinkish kind of hue to it. There's kind of a,
right.
You know?
But it lends itself to the pattern.
It does. It just,
perfect.
So in love with it. So in love with it. So that's what I've been doing and having a gale time.
That and a stack of finishes.
Trying to get this
and they
girl.
weren't just finishes, like starts and finishes.
Yes.
You know, she started them and she finished them.
I'm trying to get this girl to stitch some Christmas because I think it would do her heart some good to get out of her coffee mode and do some Christmas stitching.
Well, I want to get about halfway through my coffee projects. I have a coffee bag and everything's in there. So, and then I'll move on to my next like vignette of ideas. I've got
Which
another
probably
one.
won't be Christmas because it'll be...
No, I've got another idea, but let me get it started and then I'll share.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Now she's going to surprise me because I don't know what this idea is.
It's interesting. So...
She always has the best ideas. Do you have a friend like that where you're just like, I love that? Yeah, she has the best ideas.
Goodness.
So I can't wait.
How about with ideas? You have some finishing ideas.
Oh, yes. So I've gotten some items I wanted to share with you to be on the lookout for because I thought they might be helpful to you. I was tickled to find them, so I thought, why not share the joy? Dollar Tree has gotten some really interesting things in that I've been super excited about. So, one of them that I found last night, fusible interfacing. Hello, at Dollar Tree. It's 20 inches by 1 yard.
1 yard.
It's a yard of interfacing for $1.25. So, hey, I got some. Thought that was pretty great.
Very good.
Also, oops. I've been super excited to find book rings. So if you like to hang floss tags, these are at Dollar Tree, $1.25 a piece. So the bigger ones, this is a 6-piece. This one's an 8-piece. And they also have a 10-piece of the size smaller than this
Even
one.
than that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I like that.
So that's great. And then I found these in the Christmas section and I was like, oh, these are so cute. These are little fabric gift bags, but I thought they'd be really darling to like, you could, this is what they look like, but it's kind of almost like a, I don't know, kind of reminds me of like a cheesecloth.
It does.
You could totally stitch on the other side of it if you wanted to personalize it for somebody.
And put somebody's initial on it or something.
I thought that'd be really cute. So I grabbed, it's a 3-pack of these little fabric gift bags. And they also have, these are Merry and Bright. They also have some Christmas tree ones. So that's another idea. This little item that dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let me just say, we have been decorating for surgical, my department at the hospital, for Christmas. And we usually have a contest every year for, you know, they have all different categories of what you can do to win the contest. And so we decided we wanted, a friend and I were talking, we're like, we need like, remember that scene in the movie Elf when he goes into Santa's area at the department store and he's like not satisfied with how it's decorated and he stays up all night and there's like paper snowflakes everywhere.
An explosion.
Okay, I'm a little OCD. I've talked about this before. I am obsessively cutting white snowflakes and I can't quit. Like, I just want to do it all the time. I can cut 6 snowflakes out of one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. I've figured it out. So, like, okay, so first of all, I've never cut snowflakes before. I know everybody's like, are you kidding me? You didn't do this when you were a kid? No, I did not. I don't know why. Never experienced it. And now I can't get enough. I know how to fold it and I'm just playing and cutting stuff. Oh my goodness, it is so much fun. So, like, even look, I'm even cutting like teeny, teeny, tiny ones. Look at that.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hang these up all over our department, but I wanted to add some sparkle because I'm all about the sparkle, you know. So, and Dollar Tree has amazing glitter that's very fine in it. The little shakers that they come in.
Put some shine on it.
Some shine and some sparkle. They have these little spray pump, these little pump bottles of adhesive spray. So I've been taking this and spraying the snowflakes and then sprinkling glitter all over them because I knew I could do glitter glue, but that would take a long time. And then a long drying time. And this is a fast drying, and it works on paper. It says it works on paper, wood, cardboard, and more. A multi-purpose adhesive spray. So I was like, sweet. So I've been using this and it's working great. There's glitter everywhere at work. The conference room on our floor, yeah, it just looks like somebody exploded.
Oh no.
The glitter everywhere, and that person is me. I walk out of there and I'm just covered in glitter. But who doesn't want more sparkle, right? So there you go.
Yeah.
So paper snowflakes, which clearly, since I have all of these at home, I am planning to glitter these puppers up and I'm going to hang them around my house. And I'm going to be happy about it.
Hey, and I have my elf socks on.
You do?
Yeah. I can't show you guys, but I can.
Oh, cute! Will Ferrell's head popping out of a gift. They're cute. Yeah. And that wonderful saying of, I like smiling. Smiling's my favorite. That's me. That's me. I like smiling.
Smiling. Aww.
I had a gal at work the other day tell me, because I'm like breaking out in song all the time at work to keep things cheerful. And a gal told me, she was like, Holly, darn it. I'm not even I'm not musical, and I'm not even really all that into singing or music, and I can't stop singing. Thanks to you. And I was like, and you're happy, aren't you? Because it just feels good. So spreading the cheer at the hospital.
All to hear.
Which I love. So there you go. Oh, couple more things. Couple more things to share. Okay. Do you ever look at the clearance area by the fabric where you can buy cuts of fabric? Go there, because sometimes you can find a remnant piece of fabric for dirt cheap and it's super cute. So for example,
and this was at Hobby Lobby.
At Hobby Lobby.
I have found the same at fabric store Joann's that we have as well.
Yeah. So this is just a really pretty like yellow fabric with white flowers all over it. It's really pretty. This is $1.75.
Right. And the quilt shop in Osage, Iowa also had an area.
They did. They did.
Discounted fabrics like this.
Yeah.
So
But this is like
around.
You're right. Check around. This is a big hunk of fabric for $1.75. It's 44 inches wide by 15 inches long. So I'm like, hey, that's great finishing fabric for stuff. And then too, at Christmas time, ornaments. I know when my sister does her punch needle, she loves to finish her pieces on the back with flannel. And so I found this big hunk of flannel, also for $1.75. Blue and white buffalo check. So hey, check out those clearance areas because you can find some really great finishing fabric for cheap. And then, I love this.
Yeah, I'm going to go get some.
I'm really excited about this. So I saw this at Walmart and I was like, oh, this is so cool. So it's in their ribbon and trim in the Christmas area, but I just thought this would be super fabulous to put around the edge of a pillow, like a finished pillow for like a Christmas pillow.
Fold
Or anything as a trim around the edge. I just thought this would be super cute. And it's really soft. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, I don't know. It's fluffy.
Yeah, it's good. And it doesn't unravel.
No. They've got a little tape on the end here to just kind of hold that end. But yeah, it's just really nice stuff. And you get 15 feet for $2.98 at Walmart. They had red and white. The red and white was my favorite, but they have red and white. They have pink and white. They have teal and white, and they have black and white. Those were the colors that I saw. The black and white, when I went back to check again, was gone. So somebody got excited about the black and white. But the pink and the teal at our Walmart was still there, as well as the red. So there you have it. Some fun little... one more.
This one's my favorite. I'm going to go and get one of these too.
I hope they still have one. So I had seen something almost, identical to this idea, just not the design, at Michael's. So it's like one of these little, it looks like a little book, but it's a box. I loved the vintagey feel of this
You
one.
got this at Home Goods.
Home Goods.
Home Goods. So Home Goods is owned by TJ Maxx. So TJ Maxx might have it as well.
Right.
Or
Marshalls.
Any other similar store.
Yeah. So the one at Michael's was just kind of red and white, and it was kind of plain. It wasn't this for sure. But oh my gosh. So it's a magnetic lid,
cool.
and it's a box. Wouldn't that be cute to finish a little Christmas piece in there and be like, surprise, look at this cute little piece in there? So cute. Or like Anita was saying, you could make it like a little mini travel case for stitchy stuff if you wanted to. There's so many ideas. But I just thought that was so sweet. I got this for $3.99. And I think it was like $7.99 at Michael's.
Made.
Yeah, very well made.
Yep.
It's great. It's super cute. So $3.99, and it's printed on the back too. $3.99 at Home Goods. Go check it out. See if you can find one too. Really sweet. So there's my finishing ideas. There you have it.
It's all good. So, yeah.
We shared our whips, but we were talking about like, what is a whip?
What is a whip? Right. Okay, so when I decided to overthink it, as I'm stitching on a new project, it's a whip. It's a work in progress. Yep. I started it 2 minutes ago. I'm working on it. It's a whip. So what do you consider a whip? And we've been kind of talking about it. You know, is it something that is a year old, 2 years? I don't even know how to define what a whip is, because really it's anything in your hand that you've started, right?
Right. So it's kind of like new starts are also whips in our mind.
So I have challenged Holly to let's list out our whips. What do we have? What are they? How far are they from completion? And then set aside a day that we will focus on our whips. But then what is a whip? You know, what would, yeah.
Yeah. I think for me,
Because this is a whip.
Oh yeah, totally. As is Winter Rose Banner.
Right.
It's a whip. I've been whipping it. I've been, it's a work in progress, but it's a very new whip.
Right.
And I've got old whips that need attention. A lot of them. Like, I think we were talking too just about how we can easily get sidetracked, like you look at go, ooh, I'm going to zero in on this. And then you dump off what you had been working on and you don't go back and touch it for a really long time.
And I'll forget about them. Like 100%, they're gone. Like they're out of my head. And then I'll be, looking around for something. I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember working on this. So if we were to schedule a whip day, which we are, it is part of our plans, how should we go about it? Like I was thinking, if we made a list, is it the ones that are the closest to completion? Would it be the ones that are the oldest to the newest? How would you do it?
Yeah, we're curious.
I am curious to see how other people approach this situation.
Yeah.
And we're trying to figure out who has more. So we're both like, I do. And she's like, no. I'm like, no, Jolly. She's like, no, Holly.
I don't know.
And so, I don't know. Next time we meet, we might share.
Right? We might know. We might not. I'm in huge admiration of people. I've said this before. I was talking about Dina from Half Stitch Cross Stitch, and remember that time I couldn't remember Dina's name, and I was so embarrassed. She was like, "Holly, it's me." And I was like, "Bless her sweet heart, I love her." And she's thinking she doesn't even remember my name. I know. I'm so sorry, Dina. How embarrassing. She and many other stitchers are amazing in their ability to make a plan and stick with it for the entire year and just be really focused on what they need to do and how they organize their time. That is not my gift. I'm just going to tell you right now. It just isn't. I struggle with that. And I don't sometimes that feels like work to me. And then I lose the pleasure aspect of it. And then I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to get locked into something. And I just don't want to do that. Or like right now there's a ton of people that are doing like lots of whips, like, or starts, like new starts.
24 starts in 24.
Yeah. Or 50 starts for your 50th birthday. And I'm like, no, I need to focus on what I need to finish. Because I have a lot of whips.
I remember years ago we had Stitch Mania, and I'm sure many of you participated. And I remember one time I kitted up, whatever year it was, let's say it was 2019, I don't know, 2018. Yeah. And I kitted up 18 little projects. And I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start all 18 of these. Yeah. And I would start one, and then it was all ornaments. Yep. And then 3 days later, I'd be done with it. And then I'd start the next one. And I think at the end of the month, I did have like 5 or 6 done, but I certainly didn't start all 18 of them or whatever I had planned. So that was an aha moment even then. Yeah. Like, ooh, yeah, I don't know. I saw Erin of Two Martini Stitches, and she's focusing on 24 whips for 2024.
I like that.
That's a good one too. But do you think you have 24 whips?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel confident that I do. I have avoided, like I always appreciate too the people that share all their whips, you know, that's so awesome. I have avoided counting them because I'm afraid I'm going to be overwhelmed and then mad at myself. And I just haven't wanted to go there. But I think Anita's right. I think sometimes
this is going to be fun.
You got to face the music, right? You got to just face the music.
This is the year.
This is
Oh my goodness. So talking about plans. So you want to explain the WHIPS idea because you came up with the acronym?
Yes. So we've got a new acronym I think is kind of fun. WOOF. Woofs. Woof. Woof. Yep. Whips only on Wednesdays. Or on Fridays. I'm thinking Whip Wednesday, and Wednesday just flew out of my mouth.
Because that's where we started, and she's like, oh man, I've got a 10-hour day on Wednesdays. And so I'm like, okay, what day? So then we're like, okay, what rhymes with Tuesday? And then what about Fridays? And then we started going with Friday, and she came up with this. I was like, yep, that's it.
Whips only on Fridays.
So you woofing
woof.
it?
Right.
Are you woofing it?
Right? Because then we can hold each other accountable.
Right.
Are you woofing? Woof, woof.
Right. And then, oh my goodness. And then texting like little emojis of like little dogs. And they're all, no, she's stitching. Right?
I love it.
So whips only on Fridays.
Yes. Whips only on Fridays.
So that's what got us talking about what is a whip. You know, how are we going to...
How are we going to decide that? I think I want to focus more on the older stuff. As
you're starting.
As my woof.
Yeah. I love it.
I think my woofs
whips
are going to be
Friday.
Old woofs. Old whips are going to be woofs.
Yeah, I love the emoji idea too. We'll just have like the dog emojis. We'll be going back and forth. So my Mini Cooper is blue, and the emoji that's always available is a blue car. And so I would always send the emoji to let people know I'm in the car, I'm driving. Yeah. You know, remember? Like I would just hit the blue car, and then everybody's like, oh, she's coming.
She's on her way.
You know, whatever. So now I got a new car. And it's not a blue car. It's a white SUV, and that's not an emoji. There's no emoji that looks like my white car. So it's a 4Runner. So now I'm using the number 4 and an emoji of a runner. I said that. Did you know right away what it meant?
I just thought it meant you were hurrying, and now I'm like, duh! 4Runner.
Yeah.
So I love it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I missed the blue card because it was just like a one hit.
Yeah.
You know, people would know, and I'm like, okay.
Right.
So anyway.
That's awesome.
Oh, goodness.
4. I thought you were telling me 4 o'clock. I'm totally. That's awesome. I thought she was saying 4 o'clock because our day today, like we were going to get together at like
this is
10, and then that didn't work, and so then we were like, how about like 12:30?
It went 10 to 11.
Yeah, and then to like
12:30
or 1.
And then my grandson was over, so then I'm like 2.
Yeah.
And then I was waiting for a phone call. I'm like, we cannot be taping, and the phone call comes on because I don't know how to cut and splice. We would have to start taping all over, and I'm in airplane mode. And I had to take this phone call, which would come in at 3:30 our time, and they never called.
Of course not.
They never called. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I sent her the Forerunner emoji, and then got in my car and came on over. And
I thought she was saying, okay, 4. I thought she was like switching it to 4 p.m. And I was like, okay. And I thought the runner was like, she's hurrying. She's hurrying to get here by 4.
Oh, I love that.
I love it too.
Okay.
Now I know.
Now you know.
It's so great.
It's hanging out with Jolly.
Makes me jolly.
Oh,
makes me holly jolly.
Oh, wow.
Oh, love it.
Okay, so
24.
Yeah, so we talked about that. We talked about WOOFs.
Yep.
Love that. The other thing that I'm going to try and start, Erin of the 2 Martini Stitcher, also talked about how she works on a 25/7 project. So she works on something for 25 minutes every day, and that's to reduce her number of whips. And so she'll do like a focus piece, and then she'll just work on that 25 minutes a day. And then when it's done, she'll move to the next one. I thought, that is brilliant. I can do that for 25 minutes. And then I'm like, oh, that'll be my 24 thing. In 2024, this is the intent. And I'm going to start it. You know how we all start everything on January 1st. By January 31st, we don't know where we're at. But the intent is there.
Right.
So 24/7. So 24 stitches, 7 days a week on...
24 minutes.
24 minutes. Yeah. 24 minute stitches.
That would take a long time.
For me. You'd be like this. Done.
No. I am not that fast.
So 24 minutes and 7 days a week. So 24/7.
Yeah.
And so thank you, Erin, for that idea.
Yeah.
That was really sweet.
That's cool. We'll see if I could commit to that. I don't know. I hate to get locked into anything, but maybe.
Right. But I have a couple projects that I know I really want them done.
Right.
And so I need to come up with a plan. I do need to come up with a plan. And then the only other thing that I've considered is doing a project, a Sunday stitch, which is the project that we're both working on. This is the day.
We were working
on.
It's sitting in our whip pile.
There it is. This is the day by Plum Street. And it's so super sweet.
It is.
And
love it.
Seriously, I forget I was working on it. Like, it's not good.
I know.
So I thought, okay, find a bag that says Sunday all over it or something. So,
you could get one that has like ice cream sundaes all over it.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny?
On Sunday. Yeah.
See, now that's a jolly idea.
Right?
That's a jolly idea.
Just love ice cream.
So I have been thinking about Sunday stitch, but WOOFs for sure.
WOOFs.
And then the intent is 24/7.
Right.
Do you
I love
have any
it.
others that you were?
No. Nope. You're the
Not
idea
doing it.
girl. I know.
You're doing the WOOFs.
I think what bothers me is like trying to commit to something hardcore and then I can't follow through, and then so yeah. We'll see. I'm always just kind of like, we'll just see. We'll see what I think I can do, and we'll go there from there.
The only other thing that I want to bring up is that, and I wish we had brought it up at our last video to give everybody kind of a heads up. And oftentimes Holly and I will do things together. Like it's not something we're joining or putting out there. It's just something we're like, hey, this is a really great idea. And we're like, okay, this is a good idea. But we're going to throw this one out. So we're doing, we both really appreciate the designer, Lori Markovic of La Di Da. And so we had come up with the hashtag, Fala
La Di Da.
And just starting a La Di Da project sometime during the holidays, not giving it a date or anything. And so Fala La Di Da.
Yeah, Fala La Di Da.
It's so super sweet.
Right?
I think I want to do it every year.
I know.
And so
I agree.
We both had picked a project. So I'll start with mine because it's not very winterish.
It's not winterish, but that's okay because it's a La Di Da and it's what you want to start. It's what you want to start.
I am. So this is called Spring Hair by La Di Da. And again, I just like the attitude. Look at him.
He's so jaunty.
Oh, he's so good.
Strutting his stuff.
And so the only thing I'm going to do differently is, do you see those 2 stitch lines all the way around the edge? I'm not going to do those. And the reason for that is they are hard to finish. When you're lacing a project and you've got super, super straight, narrow lines like that, that's a tough one. And so I thought if I eliminate them, then I'll just frame it in a little bit tighter and then just call it good. But I went through my collection and I kept coming back to this one. So that's going to be my hashtag follow La Di Da. So it doesn't have to be something wintry. It doesn't have to be
No, it doesn't have to be, even though we're saying Fala La Di Da.
Yeah, but it's just that we're starting it here during the season.
Yeah.
Sometime.
I wanted to do something seasonal because I'm in full-on Christmas stitching mode.
You are in Christmas mode for sure.
And I didn't want to start anything too extensive. So I've got a couple of La Di Da whips. I've got the Awake My Soul stitch, which I think I showed last time. And then I also have started the Little Summer Sampler, which is just a sweet little alphabet with some sweet little blue flowers around the outside edge. That's a whip of mine as well. There may be others that I don't remember, but those are the 2 that I'm thinking off the top of my head. So I decided that Anita and I both have loved this pattern so much for a long time. And I'm like, this is the perfect time to do it. So I'm going to start and Rudolph. Isn't it cute? I'm giving one of these reindeer a red nose. One of them will have a red nose. And I might stitch Rudolph in red too. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And they're both not stitch heavy. So we thought,
yeah, exactly. Like I just wanted something light, and this is so sweet and just a fun, sweet, light little ditty, little pillow.
So
I've got some La Di Das to show you if you're interested of just what I've collected over time. It's not a million, so it's not going to take forever, but just a quick show and tell. I think Anita felt like she had already shown hers.
I feel like I've shown mine.
I don't feel like I've shown mine. So forgive me if you've already seen these, but I don't think so. I'm going to go do my older ones first. So I know I've shown you this one. This one's called Beauty Is. Bushel and a Peck. I loved that. My parents would sing that to us all the time when we were kids. I love you, a bushel and a peck. Bushel and a peck and a ring around the neck. This one's a hug around the neck, which I love.
I do too.
Yeah. This one, I love this one. Love is Patient from 1 Corinthians.
That would be a fun one
I know. I really, really love this one. This may be great to start as Valentine's is coming. I mean, seriously, I love them all. So how do you? It's hard to choose. This one's called Watchful Eye. Love that. Roses are red. This one makes me think of my mom. She loves rose scent, like rose scented things, and loves roses. So,
well, and the colors appear really dark, but it's chamomile, old red paint, ragtime, and old hickory.
yeah,
And that looks awfully dark for old red paint. I think it's going to be a lot lighter.
I think it will be too. I think, you know how it is with trying to photograph something and have it look authentic. And then this one's called Pure of Heart. I love this one as well, of course. Love them all. There's that. And then my newer patterns that I have are Kinder Than Necessary. I got this one at Country Sampler, so I have a conversion that they gave. So I think I'll pull both sets of threads and see which one, which set I like better. Because I can't remember what their model looked like. And then Love Abide. Love that one. And our friend Kathy stitched this one, I think in the summertime. And I saw it and was like, oh, I didn't remember ever seeing this one before, but I really loved it. I'm doing some color changes a little bit here, but this one's called Mercy Mercy. Sorry for the glare. Love it. So yeah, there's some options if you'd like to join us of some that we have collected or that I've collected over time, but if you have a la-di-da in your stash and you want to pull it out and join us, follow la-di-da. Come on and follow la-di-da with us.
That's right.
Right?
So I see we're just over an hour, and I think the only thing we really have to share is
Some
stash enhancement. So if that's not what you're necessarily interested in, we're so glad you joined us.
Thanks for being here.
So much. We really love doing this and being a part of such an amazing community. So, but let the stash enhancement begin.
Ooh, let's see what you got over there, lady.
Okay, so Black Friday.
I know, darn it. We kept texting each other. Like there were so many different sales. And then you're like, I have to stop.
So much fun. So let me just go through. I received the December issue of Just Cross Stitch in the mail. I subscribe to, I want to say prescribe. And every time I'm like, I know that's not right. So I subscribe, and they have a really sweet pattern in here of a fox that I'd like to do. I can't find it right now, but it's really sweet. And then I was at a retreat not too long ago. October. Kind of a long time ago. Not really. But somebody had these cotton candy scissors, and I was intrigued just because the cost of them, take them anywhere. And I actually was able to try them out for a bit. This one has mine has a slightly curved blade to it. That's all it is. And it comes with a case on it. I was ecstatic to find Prairie Schooler 2009, the hockey Santa. And then, which reminds me so much of my dad. So much. He was a Boston Bruins fan, and went as a kid and went. And then when he was in Arizona, he became a Coyotes fan and went to Coyote games, and that was a lot of fun. And then I found at the same time the Santa from 2007, and it's a knitting Santa, which reminds me totally of my mom. So I thought, okay, they're going to come home. Jeanette Douglas, I picked up, this was before Black Friday. Some of this was before Black Friday. Jeanette Douglas, Chubby Fox. And that should be a quick stitch.
Yeah.
But I've done Chubby Bird, and it was just so sweet. And so I had to pick that up. I picked it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so some of this shopping was done in October when we were at the retreat
Yeah.
in Osage, Iowa at the Stitchery Nook. So if you've never been to a retreat there, check it out because the facilities are amazing. They have a lift. It's just wonderful.
I would mention too, we have never actually hosted a retreat ourselves there. We've always been guests invited. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Like, yeah, we would let you know if we were hosting something because it would be fun, but not yet. We haven't delved into such a thing yet.
Ooh.
I know. I feel a little overwhelmed just saying that out loud.
So I also picked up the Pink Barn by the Artsy Housewife. And I actually have a pink barn not too far from my home. And don't you remember seeing it pink even when you were a kid? Yeah.
It's always been pink.
Always been. And the cows, long story, but it reminds me of my dad. And the only thing I'm going to change here is there's actually a bird up here.
Sitting on the back of the...
Maybe a chicken? A rooster?
I don't know. It's white.
It's a white bird.
I can't...
But
my glasses
he
on.
doesn't need to be there. on my project.
Right.
I only wanted the cow and the pink barn for my personal reasons. I don't have any connection to chickens or anything. And I love the border on this.
Yeah,
so
it's really pretty. I love that.
For my patriotic, I got Heart and Hand Imprints Eagle and Flag. Now, many of you probably remember that I have hit saturation.
We talked about that last video, didn't we?
Yeah, hit saturation. Means nothing. Means nothing. Just disregard. Just pretend I didn't say anything. So Little House Needleworks Red Rooster in, and I love this one because it's going on my coffee wall. So I'm going to change the words from breakfast served daily to probably like coffee served all day. I think that would be really cute. I think it's a sweet design. God Bless America sampler by the Artful Offerings. And again, I just like the simplicity of this. It's 3 Plum Streets. The first two are Bless Our Land. And George and Martha.
So cute.
Paulette, just genius. Genius. I don't know. So much talent. I purchased Heartstring Samplery, the Festive Little Fobs Travel Edition. And when you see them up in person, super adorable. Yeah, so there's one of a mountain range.
Yeah.
That is just adorable. Plains, this is Fly Away. Beach scene. It just, yeah.
It's very cute.
And then this pattern by Plum Street, I don't know that I've ever seen. I've seen it one time. Somebody shared a finish, and I said, that's good. And I assumed that they had created the pattern somehow, like taken something by Plum Street and made 2 little stockings out of it. And then
you found out that it actually exists.
Right. How cool is this? Copyright 2013.
His and Hers Thanksgiving. So cute.
What made me think that somebody, but that's what had been like flying through. I'm like, I've never seen this. And I've seen quite a bit of, I've gone to a lot of shops and online.
I've never seen that before.
Never seen it. So I remember the first time I was like, how do you do this? And then when I saw it, I was like, done. Done. I've done a bit of thrifting, and the one I'm going to share with you is cross-stitch related. There's others.
She is so lucky.
That's for another day.
So lucky.
So this is Garden Visit. It's a scissors keep by Milady's Needle, and the copyright on it is 2016. So that's what the finish will look like. And the pattern, it came with a pattern, the Lakeside Linen, the NPIs, the spool, the fob is even in here. $2.
Can you believe that?
$2
for all of that.
I couldn't believe it. It was just kind of all like in this lunch bag and kind of taped together because it stuck out a little bit. Oh, there's the
$2.
no words. It was no words. No words.
Get in my basket,
Right.
right?
Right away.
Right. Like, I don't have to think twice about this. Get in my basket. Yeah.
So that's kind of how it came. Just all.
That's amazing. Such a find.
There's others, but they're not cross-stitch related. So no, Jolly. Another day.
Another day. I've got a few things to share. I've already given some things to my husband to give me for Christmas. Do you do that with your husband? Like, he's just a little insecure about gift giving. Like, he wants to make sure that what he gives me, I like. I think I told you the story about the pen for Valentine's Day. Remember that? The pen in a box that looked like a bracelet. Yeah, I'm totally ashamed of that whole scenario when I think back to it, bless his heart. But because of my reaction with that and how I behaved, I was a little insecure about what he gives me. So for several years now, I'll pick up, usually I will pick up things for myself and give them to him to give to me. It just makes it easier. So I do have some patterns that I gave to him. And some that I kitted up with some DMC. There's an artsy housewife one.
Yeah. Oh, I know which one. No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
What is it?
The bluebird. With the Quakers. It's sweet.
Why can't I think of it?
It's a vertical design.
Oh my goodness, blanking. Almost 50. My brain is taking a hike.
Well,
I got the owl too, Una the owl, which I did I share that last time? I don't know. Same. I had bought a gift for my husband, wrapped it up and put it under the tree, and my husband, like, right away, he's got eagle eyes. He's like, what is that? Like, I don't put names on anything at this point. And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, who's it for? I'm like, well, could be for you. And he's like, what? What is it? I want to know. What is it? What is it? What is it? For goodness sakes, Michael.
Yeah. So you know what I've done is I actually took packaging tape and just really gave it a good coat of tape, because I know there's going to be some sneaky weaky action going on. I'll be like,
naughty.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's naughty. Yeah.
So
could see
I
him doing
used
it.
that packaging tape, and I made sure if there is anyone who tries to take a look, I will know. I will know, because it is solid. I could send it to another country and back at this point.
Sweet. I love this. That is awesome.
Packaged really well.
Good for you.
Oh my
Now I remember, it's that pretty bird. What's it called? It is a bird. The artsy housewife pattern, and it's holding that like flower thing.
It's really cool.
It's really
the
cool.
Quakers, like two Quakers over its head, or too flowery.
Yeah, flowery something.
It's really nice. It's
Yeah,
really,
that bird.
really nice.
It's really
yeah.
cute. And then I get the owl too. So yeah, so that, and then I also got there's something else that I can't remember, and then I also got peppermint and holly. Blackbird Designs. I've wanted that. That's been one of my
you have talked about
unicorns
that for a long time now.
So I was super excited when that got re-released. I was like, yes! My favorite one is that poinsettia pattern in there. It's just beautiful. I love that one. So so I don't have that to show you because he hid it somewhere. Because, you know, even though I know, still, he'll wrap it and it'll be sweet. But I do have a few things to show you that I got. You probably could. Probably could. I totally forgot to show you this last time that I got this. And so I wanted to show you because I think it's really awesome.
Right. Oh,
so I think we've talked before about how we will go to Fiberworks.
In Waverly, Iowa.
And on occasion, like, we will find something there. I'm not kidding you. We have combed that store. Like,
over the years, we feel like we know it.
We have dug through so much stuff.
I've actually been there and helped people find stuff.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, oh, welcome. How can I help you today? You know, like, I'm almost to that level.
Yes.
Yep.
We have never ever seen these there before.
Right.
Never. I'm taking it out of the packaging because it's just gonna be way too glary. Never ever have I seen these. Never. So I come to the wall and see a sampling of these. There were a few. And I was like, are you serious? Like, where did these come from? Where did these even come from? I have no idea where Carol hides out her stuff. But it makes me excited for what else she might have hidden somewhere that she's going to make appear. Makes me super excited. So it's Prairie Moon. And it's, what is this? Santa paper mache pin cushion box. Okay. And it's like a little kit. So these are examples of all of the different boxes.
That must have been available.
That must have been available back when, I don't remember what the date is on this. 2009. 2009. So this is the box that's in mine. And it, he's sparkly. I don't know if you can tell, but his hat and the part of his hat and then his beard is sparkly. And then it's cute. It's got rickrack around the bottom. And then you open it up, just, you know, paper mache box. Super cute. And then it came with a piece of fabric. And all you do is stitch this little joy with the flake and stick that in there. Stinking cute.
It is cute.
So I had to grab that because I'm like, oh.
Are you gonna make it into an ornament or like a?
I don't know if it'll just be like
item?
a shelf sitter or, you know, it might be.
Because even on the side, you could stand it on its side.
You could totally stand it on its side.
Yeah.
It's so cute. She had just a couple of other Santas, and he was the cutest of the choices. Anita was like, yeah, I would have picked that one too. There might have been a snowman. I feel like there might have been a snowman too. So like maybe there were two different sets, but I loved him the best. So, because I knew if I went back there the next time, those wouldn't be there.
Right.
So I got it. And I just love it. So that's something I need to stitch too. And that one,
you'll have that done in one night. It's the finishing that's going to take a while.
Exactly. Oh, it's stitched on 32 count navy bean. This doesn't look like navy bean to me. Just gonna say. I don't think so. But 2 strands of floss. And what did they use? Oh,
it's a nice thick fabric. Yeah, it is. It is.
I don't know.
Hand-dyed.
They used the threads that they used a metallic filament from Access Commodities along with Sister Scarlet, which is a Belle Soie silk. But I thought, you know, for that same sparkle, I could just I have a red étoile, and I could do that and have a little sparkle to it. So
yeah, it would be good.
Yeah. super cute. So I was excited about that back when we found that. And that was prior to the last video that we had. But I forgot it. And then I found it.
At Christmas. It's the season. To,
It's the season. Yeah. I got some more toweling because I think it's super fun to stitch on. So this one's kind of similar in texture. It might be a little more nubby than the one that I did with the pumpkin, the blackbird one with the black. This one, it has the blue down the center. So it's white with these blue stripes down the center of the fabric. Pretty cool. So, I don't know what I'm going to stitch on it, but I just wanted to have it on hand. It's cheap. You know, this toweling stuff is not expensive, but it's fun to stitch on and it's cheap. So I just grabbed some of that. And this one I really love. This would be a pretty Christmas one. This one has the red on both sides, but it's a really pretty design. This one.
This is a finer count. It
is. It's not as nubby, and it's much finer. So it'll be fun to experiment on, but that would be fun for a little Christmas stitch or something too. But really pretty. So a couple more toweling options. Those were on 1, 2, 3 Stitch. They have lots of toweling options. And then I placed an order with McKenna. 1884 Stitchery. And you can just, I love going to that site and just looking occasionally. You can find the sweetest patterns for very reasonably
and often patterns I've never seen before.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I feel like I should know them all, and then all of a sudden there's something new.
And a lot of times, of course, Heart and Hand. I love Heart and Hand, and these are so sweet. These little, this is a 2 became 1, just a sweet little stitch. And a lot of times with these, they've been pre-owned or whatever, and the person probably just never used it, because a lot of times the little charm will be on the inside with it. This was $2, you guys, $2. Same with this one. We Won Forever Love.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't that sweet? And the little heart is in here. That teeny little heart charm. So you can't beat it. So check out 1884 Stitchery if you haven't. I also got this one. I have admired this for a long time. I don't think that I'll make it into a drum. I will probably just stitch it, as it is. But it's called My Peaceful Home by Plum Street. So there's that. And then Jen's Stitching Niche had a sale. You've got to explain to me, because I thought Jen had a website.
She does.
She does, but now she's selling back on Etsy again. So I'm confused.
Both. You can go to both.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I went to Etsy. Her website said to go to Etsy, actually.
Oh, okay.
So that, I don't know. And maybe she's explained it on a video and I missed it. So I gotta check into that and find out, because I thought she didn't want to do Etsy anymore. Anywho, Jen. Love Jen. She's amazing. Snow Garden, Blackbird. I've admired this for a really long time, but I hadn't gotten it yet. So I was excited to grab this one up for my collection. And then also this Prairie Schooler. I don't know, somebody shared this and I was just on a hunt to find this. I love it. The Night Before Christmas. So cute. It's just darling. As though I don't already own some Christmas Prairie Schoolers.
Yeah, Jen's Etsy site is where I had put in 2 orders. I realized after I got here that I didn't bring everything.
It's okay. It's all right. And then I was at Joann because, I just decided I wanted to learn how to crochet. I know. Got a lot of yarn.
And that's another video.
Yeah. However, you're thinking, okay, duh. I wasn't thinking they were doorbusters and you can't use their coupons on doorbusters. So I was thinking, oh yeah, I was going to get everything for, a lot less or whatever. I could have used a regular, they had a coupon that would have applied to this and I just wasn't, you feel like you're in a hurry. There's a long line and that, whatever. And I bought a bunch of embroidery floss because that was a doorbuster. and DMC. And then, yeah, so I didn't pull it up, and I wish I would have, but that's why I bought this, because I thought I was getting it for cheaper. Because I like a bargain. But I did grab the Christmas ornaments issue for this year, because tons of treasure in there. It's a good one this year. It's super good. So I grabbed that, and then from Jen, when I ordered, I went to our Barnes & Noble recently because I really wanted to pick this up. It wasn't there.
They have not had it. I don't know.
Punch needle and primitive stitcher. I was like, oh.
I don't know.
I thought they carried it
anymore. They did used to carry it, but
not there. Joanne, not there, and it used to be there too.
I used to pick it up at Barnes & Noble, and
Yeah, no, not there. And then I thought, well, Joann's, no, not there either.
Well, and I'm thinking maybe it's sold out, but then I'm like,
right.
Would they be sold out? I don't know.
Well, and then I get to the checkout, and the gal was like, did you find everything you were looking for? And I was like, no. And she said, oh, they could have helped you. I kind of forget about their desk in the middle, you know, where you can go and ask them questions, and they could have helped me there. I was in a hurry, and I just didn't have time to fiddle with that. So I just, got what I got and left. But I was thrilled that Jen had this, because seriously, this Shakespeare's Peddler pattern is so up my alley. And I don't even need these buttons. Like, they're super cute, but I don't need them. I'm just so thrilled with the whole thing as it is. I could totally just bring that little border down and be content. So we'll see. But yeah, I love this magazine. Why am I not subscribing to it again? Like, I should just repeat.
Just supporting the few magazines. I know, that's why I get just cross stitch. Like, I'm just trying to support them as best as I can, because when I started way back, there were many.
Oh yeah,
there are 4 or 5 different magazines, and now I don't know. Just try and do my part in a small way.
Right. Well, because they're dwindling. Even the foreign magazines, you know, there's some that are gone now too. They still have Cross Stitcher magazine, and they still have the World of Cross Stitching. And there's like specialty ones that'll pop up every once in a while, but yeah. And
I used to be a huge fan of Cross Stitch Crazy.
Yes, I loved Cross Stitch
Crazy.
My
favorite,
and that's gone.
Yeah,
it's really sad. But if you don't know about this, let me just share. There's an app. It's called Readly. Have you heard of the Readly app? Okay, my phone is old. Don't make fun. It's called Readly. Oops. Sorry.
Oh, it just went right to...
It just went right to... Hold on.
Readly.
Right there. Oop. Did you catch it? I'm not fast enough. Anyway.
What's it? Readly?
Yeah. Readly. And that app is a magazine and newspaper app. And a lot of times they'll give you like 2 months, your first 2 months for free. You get access to every possible cross-stitch magazine there could be. And honestly, like, even they do have some old, they do have Cross Stitch Crazy on there, the old ones, and they have Cross Stitch Gold, and they have Ultimate Cross Stitch, Sampler and Antique Needlework. The newest one that they have is from 2015, and maybe that was the last year that they published. I'm not sure. They don't have a ton of issues. They only have from summer 2014 to autumn 2015. But yeah, there's some pretty stuff there. So a lot of times what I'll do is go through an issue and I will screenshot the patterns that I really love, and then I can upload them to my computer, and you know, like, you can turn them into a PDF, and then I can print the pattern to stitch. Someone gave that tip on a Facebook group one time, and I was like, that's genius. So you can have access to all of these magazines.
Because they're giving you access to them.
They are. You know, it's digital access to all of these magazines.
Only certain editions, but...
Yeah, well, and some, like, just cross stitches on here, and that goes back quite a ways. So
Anyway, so when
an
do you-
option.
Sorry. Ooh.
Ooh,
So when do you think we're going to tape again?
January? Probably January.
I'm guessing January.
That would be my guess too.
We've got a busy. It's busy from now until 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a birthday party that we're going to tonight. I have a baby shower tomorrow. Will's birthday is on Tuesday. My baby is turning 20, you guys. 20. How did that happen? How does it happen?
See? I know.
I can't even.
And my oldest is turning, oh my goodness, that dates me. 33 next week.
He's such a cutie.
33.
They all are.
That's what ages you, I think.
Right? Your
Is
kid's getting older.
You
You're
can
like,
say,
what?
Yeah. Oh, I have kids and this is their age. You know, at one point it was like, oh, I've got kids. They're like 5 and 8 and 11. Aren't they adorable?
Right.
And now I'm like
30.
33.
20. A 20-year-old. Yeah.
So anyway.
And Christmas and then my birthday is coming. Like there's a lot going on. Oh, yeah. And so let me address that. We'll talk about it in our next video, but it's my 50th birthday. I know a lot of people are turning 50 this year. Happy birthday to all my fellow 50 friends. I'm turning 50 on December 31st, and I'm doing something similar to what Anita did for her birthday. So I'm going to do some Blackbird design patterns that I really love. I don't want to do 50 starts because that's so overwhelming and just I've got enough.
I did 6, 1 for each decade.
Exactly. And so I'm kind of thinking about 5, 1 for each decade. I would like to just finish 5.
Right. Blackbirds.
5 Blackbirds. So even, like, because I've got some Blackbird whips to
Or maybe
finish
start
too.
like 1, like big one, and say that was my 50th.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I've got several I'd love to start that I have threads for or whatever. So we'll see. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, but we'll tell you in January after my birthday's over and see where I'm at with things.
I think we are.
That's all she wrote.
We're good.
We're
This is
so good.
Officially our longest video we've ever done.
I love it. You love it. We love it. Everybody's happy, right?
Oh. Yeah.
It
is what it
the holiday season. So whoop-de-doo and dickory-dock. And don't forget to hang up your sockers just exactly at 12 o'clock. He'll be coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney down. Excellent time for a coffee.
All right. Well, until we see you again,
Merry Christmas.
Stay holly and jolly.
Happy New Year.
And remember to
Shine, sparkle, and stitch. Bye, everybody.
Bye.